All right. Good evening, LinkedIn. Dave Wilson of the Ring of Hire Show. Whew. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Hey, tonight's show is going to be a really good one. It's about LinkedIn, all the pros utilizing what I've learned for job searches or trying to find clients, etc. But you know the drill. I'll be right back after this. All right. Hey, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Hey, it's good to be back. Whew. Everybody took a little break for the holidays, and now we're going to get ready for. Here we go. Everybody's going to be putting posts on Happy New Year's. What are you going to do next year to find your new job and all that fun stuff? And it's going to really probably happen by the middle of this week. Tonight, I wanted to talk to you about LinkedIn and some of the cons that I've really learned. I've focused so much on other social media platforms that I wanted to learn more about LinkedIn and how it works. And Jason McDonald is a great author. And this one here, this is a workbook. So you can tell I have a lot to do. But what I like about him is his book here is on all social media platforms. So the first chapter was LinkedIn, and he really goes into detail about the SEO and everything like that, and how to improve your profile and really stand out. My strongest point about it to try to get to people is, listen, you need to get your son, your daughters, the younger generation onto LinkedIn. Get them on there. Get them to make their profile up. Teach them. Show them, that it's all about you. It's kind of like your resume or your business card, and you got to work on it slowly, but you'll get it. Hey, Rob, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. He's back all the way in Pittsburgh. It's good to see you always, Rob. But we're talking about LinkedIn tonight for your job search. And what's awesome about it. Hey, we got Bob. These are all in there. Hey, Bob, how's it going? Congratulations on your new job. I did see that on the posting. And my point here is, look, all right, people are chiming in and I already know them. So it's all about networking, but there's ways around it that I figured out is why you want to be on LinkedIn. Hey, Joel, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Why you want to be on LinkedIn and what are you going to get out of it besides just saying, hey, I'm looking for a job now. I better clean it up a little bit. I better hit the LinkedIn, right? Put those right words, everything, right? And people kind of, when they get that job, they forget about it. They forget about it. It doesn't take very long to really work on your profile. It doesn't really. And it's really all about yourself. So the younger generation needs to be on there. They need to be on there, even the entry-level jobs. If you think about this, entry-level jobs, right? You see all the staffing companies and companies on LinkedIn, with their funny little videos and jumping up and down. Hey, we're hiring forklift drivers. Hey, picker packers, or we're looking for hospitality, right? And that's great. But then when you ask people, everybody says, oh, they're not on this website. They're not on LinkedIn. They're not on LinkedIn. Think about that. Oh, they're not on LinkedIn. Then why the heck are you advertising the entry-level jobs on LinkedIn if you don't believe they're on there? Now, I'm going to take picker packer or even a forklift driver. If they really understood, and as a leader, you should be developing your team, and you can develop them on there. So just picture this way: they put a great image, right? They're a forklift driver. They work in logistics, where they're located, all their skills, right? So when the staffing companies, everybody that's saying, hey, we're hiring, come on down, the stuff that's kind of like on Facebook, imagine you're going to find forklift drivers. Actually find them. Because think about it. If everybody says, oh, entry-level people don't do it, teach them. Teach them about what it is to be on LinkedIn and try to get yourself out there. You see a lot of job postings and you feel bad for some people because they really have taken a long time to find jobs, and that's why I do the Ring of Hire show when I like to bring on somebody and interview them. Give them a chance to get out there, and maybe one person, hiring manager, will see them. But my point there is you need to be very aggressive on your job search. Listen, nobody's going to give it to you. And the stuff I want to talk to you about here before we take a deep dive is some things that you can do to really, really improve. Hey, there's Kenny. We were just talking about him. He was on the show last week. He's looking for work, and he's out in Texas near Houston, and he was on the show. And what I liked about Kenny is he took that chance and he came on the show. We talked for over an hour. And Kenny, I know you like how Kara really broke that down. And I know you mean, Kenny, Kara really broke that down to the seconds, what you were saying, and how I was really touched by her by doing that. She took that time and watched that whole video and put those little points on Kenny's interview. And it was just awesome. And Joel, usually I use it to create my network connection. And Joel, that's right. It's a real good thing to do that. And we'll be talking about that also. Hey, Happy New Year, James. Hey, this year James and ourselves are going to do a show together. So you want to really connect with James here. I'm telling you, top notch. He'll really take care of you if you have any questions. So this is my approach to the job search. It's very aggressive. Listen, nobody's going to give that job to you. Nobody is going to just say, come work for us, right? So you've gone on the job boards, the Indeed, and listen, Indeed, Career Builder, all those other ones. That some of those job postings have been on there for friggin' months, and you can look at that, right? So now you want to apply for a new job that just came out. You're all excited, right? And we're going to go over some LinkedIn things that you can do to really stand out. What you need to do, listen, if you're not into video, that's okay, right? But you can record a 35, 40-second video on YouTube. You can even do it on LinkedIn. I'm going to discuss that, right? Put yourself out there. Record it. If you don't know how to do it, listen, ask the new generation. They're going to show you right how to do a YouTube, and they'll even edit it for you. Do it professional, right? Talk about yourself. Hey, my name is Dave Wilson, and I'm looking for a job here in this area with companies located in logistics, whatever you want. Do it very professional, but a little personal touch to it too, right? Post it on your job link. Post it there, right? And then copy all the companies down in the comments section, right? So if you look at the show here, you look at one of my posts, I put an image of myself, right? It's just a picture from my military background standing there. And I talked about how to be successful in 2022. The pictures of people say 1,000 words. So you get yourself a nice picture even or video, say what you want, do what you want, but tag the living hell out of the companies. You have the most powerful platform right here, one of the most powerful platforms. And if you're not utilizing for your job search, you are crazy. Get on there. Don't worry about what other people tell you to do. Don't sit there and say, oh, you don't want to do that. Dave said do this, or anybody. You don't want to do that. Listen, they will work if you give it a chance. And when people say no, I say yes, because let's just say I want to work at Coca-Cola. I like using this. And Kenny, this is what I was talking about. All right, I want to work at Coca-Cola, right? I saw it on the job boards, but you never hear back, right? So now what you want to do is you look up the company of Coca-Cola, right? And it shows, say a lot of different connections. Look for some average, entry level on up to managers, anything you see that works in that company. That's it. Send them a note, right? This is where you got to get aggressive. Send them a note saying, hi, my name is Dave. I'm interested in your company. Is there any way that you could help me get my resume in front of the hiring manager? Some people tell you, well, that's I wouldn't do that. Well, don't get a job then. These are just ideas that can really help. So now tag their name, right? In the comments section, put at Coca-Cola. When you put the at, right, it'll come dark right there. At Pepsi, right? Name all of them. Put them all down there, right? But then slip the name of the person in between all of them, right? And then do some hashtags too, like hashtag Coca-Cola, hashtag Pepsi, hashtag logistics, anything that you feel that can fit that you're looking for that job, right? Put their name, send them a connection. Listen, sometimes people, they're not going to respond, and you're going to have that, but you can tag their name, and they're going to be like, whoa, what's this, right? They're going to look on their LinkedIn. Oh, wow. Can you imagine that one time that manager sees that and says, wow, look what this person did. Stepped out of their comfort zone, and they did that. Any tips on avoiding scams? Yeah, I can tell you exactly what to do there, Gerald, in my opinion. Hey, Doris, how you doing? Doris is always, yep, it's early, so she's not in bed right now. So she always watches this show. Look up trending hashtags. And Doris, that is perfect. And I'm going to tell you again, this book, this book, I got a lot of work to do. Social Media 22, Jason McDonald. And I'm trying to get Jason on the show. This is his second book or third. And I've been going on he's on LinkedIn. So I'm going after Jason. I've been tagging, liking his posts. He doesn't know who I am, but I just don't send him a message right away. I comment on him, but he's a really good author. And that's where I've learned this here is going to put me over the next level, because he really talks about SEO, and that's the most important thing. But we'll go back to that. But I'm trying to get Jason. And the reason I'm going after him is because he's going to know who I am. He's going to be, who is this Dave Wilson? Who is this? And then he might see me holding up his book. Who knows? But I like to get him on the show. But my point there is get aggressive. Don't worry about what everybody else is saying. So now you have your resume, you could attach your resume to a message in Messenger, send it to them. Or, reach out to one of your friends on your network. They might be connected to somebody within that company. When you have a lot of friends and colleagues on LinkedIn, like I have a lot here, right? You could go on their site and see who they're connected with. A lot of people don't turn down connections if they're not scammers, like you said, Gerald. There's when somebody sends an invitation to you, right, and all of a sudden, bam, they come up with this right off the bat. It's a sales pitch or something's going on. I just ignore the hell out of that. I delete it right away. Because sometimes they do put images that they're not real people. You don't know who they are. But for sales and for jobs, they're not. They're just trying to get your information. What I know how to, avoiding the scams, I don't really know a good answer for that, Gerald. I don't know. You just got to go with your gut and try to look at the person's profile. And if you see that profile isn't like a normal, doesn't look like yours or somebody's, they're usually different. They'll put just a couple little things on there, hashtags, maybe some keywords, but there's not a lot of posts. So I would look at that first if you had to do anything. And Doris said, like Doris said, hit the hashtags, hashtag a living hell out of them in the comments. So again, Coca-Cola, right? You put your picture right on there. You took a nice headshot, put it on there. Look at my profile right after this. You'll see what I did. And then put down there what you want, right? And hashtag at their names. And I'm telling you, it just takes one person. Kenny said, with my target company, a few contacts, I do have to tell me that HR and recruiting is so far removed from the real work that they don't even know who is the HR group. I found several HR folks and connected with them, still reaching out. And he's right. It's gone away from people. The old way is it doesn't work as well as just getting so aggressive. Get on there, go after that company, go after that name, send them a message. Hey, I'm trying to connect. Again, could you get my resume in front of somebody? Don't worry about what other people are doing and telling you, oh, don't do that, right? Because if you think about it, when you look at your profile, look at your LinkedIn profile, right? What I like about it is your image of your profile, right? You have that nice image. Take a good shot. Listen, you don't have to make it look like Hollywood. Some people, it's like, who the hell is that? But in a fun way, but just make a professional image. Put that on there, right? Your background, on your background. Put yourself something decent on your background there. It doesn't have to be a rocket scientist. Look, maybe you like outdoor sports. Maybe you like different, where you want to work logistics. You can put something in the back there with your picture, right? So this way, when a person opens it, they're going to see, wow, logistics. Your name, the way your name is spelled. Make sure I've seen people make sure that's spelled right, right? The SEO right under name is where you want to put a lot of your keywords. You really want to put, like, say I put podcaster. Ever since, now that, listen, I'm learning every day. I did what the book said, right? So I put podcaster, right? Podcaster. And you'd be surprised. I could not believe the last 3 to 4 days how many people are trying to connect. I'm like, what the hell is going just from that? So look at your SEO words right underneath. And that's why you'll see some people, listen, I don't get into all that goofy stuff with all the little emojis and all that stuff like that. That, to me, I'm sorry, in my opinion, that's for Facebook, but that's another subject. But if you're looking for a really good job or something like that, I don't know. I don't know if somebody would recommend them or not. So, but also put down what your education is, right? Put it down. Listen, I was only in the military. I was in the military, high school, military. That's it. That's my education. So I didn't go to college, but I went to the United States Army. So that is my education. That's what I feel it is. What if you email a hiring manager every few weeks? Good or bad idea? I would do it at the most, Rob, maybe twice. Listen, once they can miss it. The second time, they're just they're gonna blow you off, or not respond to you, I should say it like that. And maybe they just don't want to, or who knows? A lot of people are on LinkedIn for a short period of time, then they go off. So what you do want to do is when you look up the person, look how active they are. Search on their posts. If they haven't posted for a year, they're not even looking at their profile. I've learned that real hard. I've spent time putting it down there, right? And I didn't get any contacts from them. And I noticed, I was like, I don't know everything, but then I was like, oh my God, they don't even look at their LinkedIn profile. So I forgot about it. I was like, and them. So what you can do there is go after the next person, Rob. Go right down that list. Go right down there, And another good thing I always like to do is write all the staffing companies down, all the staffing companies. You can put, let's just say Elwood. You could put Staffmark. You could put Dynamic. You could Pro Logistics. Put @ underneath in the comments. And the reason I tell you to do that is because, listen, if you're out of work, right? If you're out of work, you're really looking for a job, apply at all the staffing companies, all of them. Don't matter. Apply for it. Go over there and tell them what you want. This is what I'm looking for. Full-time. If you want temporary to perm, that's fine. Full-time, your salary, your yearly rate, go to them. They have professional services that look for people like you. So go out there and copy every staffing company under the comments at the company. It'll turn black. And the reason I say that is because somebody within, say, Elwood, right? Say Elwood, they're going to see that. It goes to somebody, the page of them, and they're going to be like, wow, it takes that one person. Remember, the one person to see you. That's it. Just one. Trending hashtags have many followers. And Doris, listen, Doris is probably an expert at trending hashtags. And she's correct. If you Google that and you follow that, I'm telling you, even on Instagram and on LinkedIn, you can really tag that area that you're looking at. So be aggressive. Do not step back and just think that you're going to post something and you don't have to do any work behind the scenes. You have to do the work behind the scenes. So now, listen, you have all your positions that you work. Those jobs on the left-hand side, you should not have any break as much as you can. Like, say, if you had a break off for like COVID or something, but that resume should match firmly what you have over there. Look at the wording, look at the keywords on there, look at them, and you're going to see where the keywords should go. So if you're looking for a forklift driver, you're looking for customer service, right? You need to have those in there. And you should be able to, if somebody wants to see your LinkedIn profile, that's all they really need to see. Everything's on there. If you really look, go on your job site, right? Sit with your resume and look at that. This is off 1 year. This is off a couple months. Match it correctly. Right there. Put your skills where you worked. It'll automatically populate for you if you've been there 5 years, 6, 7 years, 10 years, like that. LinkedIn profile to share for recruiters. Listen, everything is for sale. Every single thing is for sale. That's what I always say. Oh, hey, Edgar, how you doing? I don't know what Dreams Online, but that's probably one. But everything is for sale. So if you want to put that you're looking for work, it's a great open to work. Put that on there. Open to work. There's nothing wrong with the green. And the reason I'm going to tell you that is because, say, for example, the Ring of Hire show, when I'm going to bring in people looking for work, right? If you go up to the comments and or up top and you type the search bar, open to work, right? You click on that. Now, everybody, you look for people, connections, location. Then you're going to see every single person looking for work, everybody, right on there. That's registered, right? Boom. So what I do is if I want guests to be on my show, I look on there, I write their names down, and then I tag them on the Ring of Hire show. I tag them. And that, I'm telling you right there, is by utilizing LinkedIn, right? I'm tagging them. They see a thing. Wow, live interview. Why not? See what I'm saying? So open to work. That is just a great function. And also for recruiters, you got to look for that section in there that you're seeking employment. Now, you have it hidden whether you want just the recruiters to reach out to you or if you want everybody to see that you're looking for work, right? Some people have on there looking for employment, but only recruiters see it. All right, you can hide it. How much that works, I don't know. If you have it hidden, I'm not sure if the recruiters still reach out to you and that works. That's just something you have to test out. We need to be aware of what we really want to achieve and look for a place that is compatible with our expectations. And Joel, that's correct. And Joel, if you do the research on the company, this is where you need to go out exactly what he said and go out to achieve and look for that place, but look for them on LinkedIn. The days of job boards they're just fading slowly because a lot more people are just aggravated out of the hell out of them. You need to spend more time connecting with the right people. Don't worry about 1,000 followers, 3,000 followers. Listen, it does not matter for your job search that you have 15,000 followers and you're looking for a job. That has nothing to do with that. Target the company, target the people that you're looking for. Target the first connection, second connection, third connections. Go into that. Drop down when you're searching for people. You have all different levels that you can go after, but nobody's going to give it to you unless you do it yourself. You cannot mess it up. You can't really make a mistake on it. If you do, so what? So what? If I'm a hiring manager right now, if I'm hiring a job and somebody sends me a message saying, hey, Dave, can you really help me out? Here's my resume. I'm trying to go into this one company. I'm really not having any luck. Sure. You know how easy that is? I sit over here. Hey, I look up the company, right? And if you're connected with them in that group, listen, here's a resume for somebody. Can you please look at it? That's it. Not everybody's going to do that, but it takes the one person. That's it. The other part is you can share your profile for somebody else. You can share it to them, to a person that you're connected with or one of their connections. It'll share your whole profile with them. So that's just like sending your business card right to somebody else. I've done that. I've done it in the beginning. You can download it to a PDF. You can print it out. That's how I get my people on the shows. You can print out your entire LinkedIn profile and then work on it, look at it, print it out, and make sure the grammar, listen, I'm not a best speller, but I tell everybody before, I love Grammarly. Grammarly cost me $136 a year, I think, and I write like a professional. But you also learn from Grammarly. You learn from all your mistakes. It sends you a friggin' email of all your errors that you're making, so you correct them. So your grammar is very important on your LinkedIn profile. I go over mine all the time, man. I scan it, and I'm like, all right, what's one wrong word? Because some people, I swear this is so true, if you do a post and you spell the wrong words, you're going to get people, hey, Dave, you spelled the word wrong. I'm like, oh, boy. Oh, stop. Put your brakes on, go back, edit it, and do that. So everybody makes mistakes, but that tells me somebody's reading your post, like that. You can, the Creator Hub, listen, I like the Creator Hub. A lot of people don't even know what that is. When you go on your home profile and you look down, Creator Hub, if you look under my David Wilson, the Ring of Hire show, you're going to see hashtags, hashtag podcast, hashtag staffing, hashtag logistics, hashtag social media. They're they're really important because that's what I like to discuss. So it's okay to use the hashtags in there. Look at your profile, look above your name, look at other people's, take a look at some of the images and what people words, what they use. Look under staffing. If you went for, I'm a recruiter, right? Let's say recruiting, right? Recruiter, boom. I look on there, I'm like, wow, that's what I do. Copy it. You're not doing anything wrong. You're learning. So on your Creator Hub, it's called Creator Hub. It's right underneath there. Put your topics that you're looking for or what kind of work. Hashtag, Kenny, hashtag valves. That's a great one there because Kenny, when I was looking up, there's a lot of you hashtag valves, hashtag valve companies. There are so many hashtags for you, Kenny, that if you saw, I put them on my post that you did. And you'll start gaining traction. Again, does it happen overnight? No. This is just stuff that I've learned through the time. And my great paper here, right? Notes. Your dashboard, you can pay for premium, and a lot of people do that for the businesses, and because you can do that. One of the options when you're doing the premium is people know who you're clicking on. So when you see that little LinkedIn up in the right-hand corner, the little gold, they're paying for that. So they can go back and look and say, wow, 20 people just checked my profile out. That's what they do. So I go on. I've had it for a while. A couple of times I had it. And you can hide it even. So if you think they don't have it, they do. And then you can go back and say, hey, Doris checked out my site. Doris was checking out, because when you get a new job, I'm telling you the truth here. When you apply for a new job, right, and you're going through the hiring process, and if you have premium or you don't, right, you can tell whether or not the hiring managers actually looked you up on LinkedIn if you have premium and you hide it. When you apply for a job, you'll be like, they're checking me out. And that's the most important thing. They're looking at your LinkedIn profile. I do it all the time. I do it. I don't look at the social media, because social media, I feel like, that's an outlet. Let Facebook be Facebook, and TikTok and all that garbage. I'm sorry, not garbage, TikTok, but it is for LinkedIn. In my opinion, I'm going to get in trouble for that. They message me back and say why I say that. But look where you're posting. You want to present yourself, right, to that hiring manager. They're going to know a little bit about you before you even come to the interview. They've already looked at your profile. And if it's not up to par, first impressions, I'm sorry. Don't wait until you need a job to fix it. Don't wait. You need to be connecting with people in your industry, because you're going to succeed that way. You get the right connections. And when you post your job, or you post your post up there that you're looking for work, that's going to get to a lot of people. And what I always do, listen, you need to like people's post. If you know them, like it. It'll share it a lot. Everybody knows if you like somebody's stuff, it'll go out further reach. And that's just common courtesy. Listen, somebody's putting herself out there. You need to do that. I would like to see a live video about finding a mentor for college students. Doris, I can help you with that. And I'll show you some ways that you could see that. And I'll message you afterwards. We'll talk this week. But another thing is, when you post something, right, look under, like I told you, where you see here we go. I got to go back here. The Creator Hub, right? Post views, right, is right next to that. So when you post something on LinkedIn, right, and you go to your homepage, look at that. You're going to see how many people views have seen that. So if you see, all of a sudden you open it up, it shows 362 views. You're like, what the hell? That was engagement. That was somebody that was interested. They looked at your posting, right? It's not going to happen all the time. You're not going to post things all the time and it's just going to be perfect. It's not. It's not like that at all. You just have to hit the right timing and with the right people. Another thing, in timing, you got to look. See, I have software from Hootsuite and Hero Post that I just joined up with now. I can tell what time the audience is on, right? I can tell even on LinkedIn. It tells me when to post. Like, I have posts already all going out for next week. I don't have to do anything. I have them going out to 12 different social media sites, just like this is 12. I've joined things, Reddit, VK, Pinterest, Tumblr, whatever I did today. All these pictures and images that I do is going across the whole board. LinkedIn, the best time to post is at 7 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock at night, right about this time. People are going to bed, people are getting up. A little bit during the day, you very rarely ever get a lot of views during the day. And I've just done it for so many years now that I know when to post my images or the videos. I like doing it at this time because people watch it tonight. And when they get up in the morning, excuse me, people will watch it then. And I can see, I don't go for views. I don't go for, hey, I got 10,000 views of this. To me, if you reach the right person, it takes one, I've told you, one person. That's all you have to do is reach to get that new job. So now you have all your hashtags, right? Your contacts, your people you follow, your groups. You join groups, like you would say, human resources group. You can join a human resources group. Just search up top, search for anything, and you're going to find it right there. You're going to be surprised when you search for a company. Boom, it's right there. Drop down, see all their connections. It's that simple to send a message to the hiring manager or anybody. Listen, what I've done when I've done the show is I don't really care. I go after anybody that I can connect with within that industry. So if I know in Texas, right, I've hit Texas very hard. A lot of my shows, when you go back, you're going to see a lot of people from Texas. I've gone after Texas. I've gone after Pennsylvania, and I try to stay within the East Coast, but I do go after there. I don't go into South Carolina and North Carolina. I don't get anything from it. But for some reason, Texas, whoo, you got something going on there, Kenny. But just people in Texas are all over the place. But my point there is go after the demographics where you want to work. Now, Kenny, if he's in Texas and in sales and they can do it remotely or they can do it by traveling, listen, I'd hit that company every freaking day somehow. Hide the hashtags. Don't worry. Put hashtag company. Mix. Don't just put a bunch of names. I've done that too. And what happens, people will take you off their list and then you can't reach out to them again. So I get it. I was new at it. I was just doing it too much. But when you put companies, hashtag, person's name, right? Mix it. You're going to see a really good there. You're going to be able to post whatever you want on your postings. Try to do at least 1 or 2 a week, right? Post something on there interesting. Make it up. Download the image, right? That's all I do. You put the image of how you're feeling that day, right? Bad boss, right? Google bad boss images. Click. Drop down. It shows you that it's licensed to use. Nobody really pays attention to that. You upload your picture. You put it on there like Bob does a lot. Bob does a lot on logistics. And I see it all the time. So put some posts. Don't be afraid. There's nothing wrong. Like Kenny, I'm going to go back to you with that. Listen, do an article. You can click right there, even an article on what you've done about valves, where you've worked, what you've done. 2-minute read. After you click submit, it comes up and that article shows you that you're doing something, right? It's going to, I can go on and on about it, but do an article. I've done them once in a while because it helps your SEO. If you want them to go to your website, if you have a website or something like that, then that's the way to go. But do the articles. Unsplash is great for photos. All right, so there you go. Doris put up there Unsplash. I'll look at it when I'm done, Doris. I'll have to look at that. I use that Pixel too. There's a Pixel something I've used. But if they're good for better images, like lower image rates or something like that, you don't want to go over 1,000 or something like that. But thanks, Doris. So Unsplash, let me put that back up there. Unsplash is great for videos. I'll leave that there for photos. I'm sorry. So there's also links. If you want to do that YouTube link, right? Put the YouTube link in the comments. Put it in there. Again, nothing to lose on your job search. Nothing. Put it on there, right? So I mean, that's some of the things that you can do. Geez, I'm terrible with notes. I should have ripped these off. The activity. So you want to see, if I was checking out Doris to where she was a hiring person, right? I want to see whether or not she's really active, right? So there's your activity and there's your post. Some people don't do a lot of posting, but they do a lot of activity. So that means they're checking things out. You can learn a lot about people that their activity. And what I mean by that, in sales, it's always nice to know something about somebody. You tell a story, right? Talk about your kids when you do sales, or when you're meeting somebody, you talk about your children, where they're going to college or anything like that. family, right? You can learn a lot what you're about somebody with their activity. I know it sounds crazy, but if you look at that, you can see whether they like family issues with families. All I'm telling you is to look at the activity, and you're going to learn a lot about that person. Hey, Steve, there he is. There's the main man, Steve Farrell. Live show coming soon. I'm going to put pressure on him. Let's see, draw them in. Correct. And Kenny, you got a lot of views, a lot on our interview there, and it's only been like the week here, so it's been a holiday week. But what I want to say to people when they tell you, oh, don't do it, it's around a holiday, nobody will see it. Okay, don't do it. That's the best time to do it. I'm telling you, and this just comes from years of experience. I just didn't learn all this stuff, and I wouldn't be saying it, but I post. You can schedule them. I have the software to do that. That's okay. But even if I didn't, I'd still post on the days like the holiday this week coming up. Still, don't worry about they're on vacation, because if they're on vacation, guess what? Or if they're off, they still want to know what's going on within LinkedIn, or if their company, they still look at it. So if they see that from you, they're going to look. So don't fall into that category about, it's a slow week or anything like that. Doing a short video clip by yourself may be a good way to stand out. Again, Doris, you're nailing it tonight. Videos are very powerful. Listen, if I was looking for a job tomorrow or next week, being so active on LinkedIn is such a powerful platform. If you learn anything tonight, these books here, listen, they're not for everybody, but there are training classes on LinkedIn. Take those training courses. You got to pay for the LinkedIn training, whatever. It's not that much. And they're very professional videos done, guess what? For LinkedIn. It works. Boom Boom is a preferred LinkedIn video service, 2 free weeks. Bomb bomb. See, this is what I mean. So you learned this right here. I didn't know that. Is LinkedIn video service free. I've also sent the videos straight to a few hiring managers. And that's, you see a smile on my face, Kenny, because that's what it's about. I am very, when it comes to LinkedIn, active. I love videos. I do a live show tonight, but tomorrow I'll do postings, right? Then I'll do a live show, like say Thursday. Then the weekend I'll do postings. Sunday night, live videos, then postings. I go back and forth and keep it steady. And the hashtags, again, are one of the best things that you can follow and add. Salary. I've never used that function really a lot to see your industry. There's a place where you can click and check the salary of what standards are. I've tried it a few times, and I didn't really notice that. If you're a recruiter or you want to post a free job on LinkedIn, you can post a free job. If you're hiring, you can do that. You get one free. But my point is I'm going to say it one more time, then I'll get going here, is, again, make that LinkedIn profile shine. Nice picture, nice background, grammar's perfect. The SEO words, in the about section. You can put your resume in there. You can put it up under where you can click right above right below your name, then open the profile. Open code or whatever that is. I have a brain freeze here. But you can put under there links to what you've done, like a YouTube link. You can put the link to your article. That's going to stand right out there. So as soon as I open their page, if you look at my page again, you're going to see the videos right up top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can do as many as you want. So you can show somebody, and you can show somebody your work that you've done. You can line it all the way up. So if you're into sales, if you've done PowerPoints, right? You can put a PowerPoint right on there. You can do a presentation that you've done in school for anything. It doesn't matter. Fill the section up with everything about yourself. And then underneath, also under all your, for your resume and all your job things, make sure you put all your volunteer services. Listen, I DJ for 26 years. I do a lot of things for kids' cancer. Anything. I've lost parents to cancer. I have a hard time telling people no. Thanks, Doris. I had a freeze there. The feature section, right? And like she said, that's the great part about live videos. The feature section right there will tell everything about you. So if you're putting your post, put it on there. You want to put a YouTube link, right? Put it on there. You want to tell anybody about yourself, your family, your kids. It doesn't matter. Put something, article, maybe your child, share it on there. Put it. Anything to make you look even stand out even more. She put a research paper I wrote about HRM and HRIS. That's exactly what I'm saying right there. So when you go to her, excuse me, profile, you're going to see what Doris has done. So when a job seeker, when she applies for a job and they see that, you can't deviate from it. You're going to have your resume when you go to the interview. They're already going to know who you are, right? They've looked at your profile and your resume, but put that stuff in there, stand out. You know, take chances. That's my last thing here is just take chances. Google every single thing you can about LinkedIn. You know, again, I mean, I really go intense. This year, I want to really study the SEO words. It's a subject that, listen, you do WordPress and all this stuff, but this is really taken it to the next level. But again, when I made some of these changes on my pages, the invitations started coming, more connections. I'm like, well, there's a pretty good person here. You know, I looked at their profile and I'm like, all right, I'm going to accept it. And then I'll put thank you. I'll send thank you for the connection. That's what I do. I try to put thank you for the connection on it. And that gives you that it's a real person. So not everybody does that, but they're the kind of good things that you can do. So on that note, I haven't talked out. Again, video. Can you put yourself a video, get that person to YouTube it, put your image of your nice image up there, tell people what you're looking for. And you're going to see by tagging companies, staffing companies, everybody, and the states. That's another important thing. Like put at Texas, at, you know, or hashtag Texas, hashtag Texas jobs. All these little things are really gonna help you out. Are you working on a book? I'll tell you what, I would love that. That might come in time because I take social media. I mean, my background, listen, I love social media. I'm not afraid of it. I've mastered as far as I'm going to grow with Facebook. I think I'm pretty set there. I can't really go any higher. And this book to me is really about LinkedIn. I mean, this really hits a workbook for LinkedIn and even Instagram. If you use Instagram correctly, you know, I even set myself up on Pinterest today. Who would ever think that you can utilize Pinterest for the same thing here? Timber, Radiate, whatever, VK, all of them I signed up for. They're pretty cool. They're like Twitter and all this other stuff. And again, take that chance. You know, talk to your friends. If somebody's looking for work, reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'll get them on the show. Really make yourself stand out. That's all I'm going to say. And on that note, I'm going to get going. Wow, 45 minutes. So I will be back. Today's Tuesday, Thursday. Talk to everybody soon. And see, I've been out of practice for a little bit.